Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I hope you all are doing well. I am your English teacher. Students, we are on chapter number 8, Emily Leaves Home. This is third session of this chapter. In the previous two sessions, we read about David's visit at Steerforth's house and Yarmouth. At Yarmouth, when Ham came back to home, he was alone. Emily was not with him. He wanted to tell David something. Okay, students, let's start the chapter to know what Ham wanted to tell David. Students, open page number 52. As usual, first I'll read a paragraph, then I'll explain it. Let's begin. Ham tells the news. My love, Mr. Davy, my hope for the future, the one I would have died for. She is gone. Gone? I can still remember the terrible look on his face as he turned and looked up to the sky. I will never forget that look. Students, this paragraph states that when Ham took David to outside, he was looking sad and worried. David asked him about the reason of his sadness. He said, My love, my life, my only hope for the future has gone. I would have died for her, but she has gone. They were talking about Emily. David thought he will ever remember the painful look of Ham's face. He thought he can't forget that look. Let's move on. You are a man with education, he said quickly. How shall I tell him, Mr. Davy? I saw the door move. Mr. Peggotty had heard everything Ham had said. Never shall I forget Mr. Peggotty's face. I remember a great cry. I had a piece of paper in my hand that Ham had given me. Mr. Peggotty, his hair wild and his face and lips quite white, was looking at me. Read it, he said slowly, please. I don't know whether I can understand anything. Students, this paragraph states that Ham asked to David how will he tell this to Mr. Peggotty. He said to David, you are an educated man. Please tell me how should I tell this to Mr. Peggotty. In the meanwhile, David saw the movement of door. He saw Mr. Peggotty was standing there and he had heard their conversation. Mr. Peggotty's face was also as shocked as Ham. He cried. He was looking terrible. He saw the paper that Ham had given to David. He said to David slowly, read it. Maybe it will helpful for us. Let's move on. In the silence, I read with difficulty from a letter which Emily had written to him. Thus, you have always loved me more than I deserved, even when I was innocent of all bad thoughts. When you read this letter, I shall be far away. I shall be far away, Mr. Peggotty repeated. Stop. Emily far away. Oh. Students, this paragraph states that when Mr. Peggotty asked to David to read the paper which Ham had given to him, he read it with difficulty. It was a letter which Emily had written to Ham. She wrote, Ham had always loved her more than she deserved, even when she was a child. She also wrote, when Ham will read this letter, she will be far away. Mr. Peggotty repeated her words and said sadly, Oh, Emily, far away. Let's move towards next paragraph. When I leave my dear home, oh my dear home, in the morning, I will never come back there unless he marries me. I have done a terrible thing to you, and I know you can never forgive me. Oh, you cannot know how much I have suffered. But try to imagine it. I am too wicked to write about myself. Forget how kind and gentle you have all been to me. Forget that we were going to be married. Try instead to imagine that I died when I was little and was buried somewhere. Love another good girl who can love uncle and comfort him as I did. Forget me. I'll pray for everyone. My last love and tears are for uncle. That was all. Students, according to this paragraph, Emily also wrote in her letter, I will not come back to my dear home, till he marries me. Who marries her? The man to whom she had gone. She more written, I have done a terrible thing to you, and you can never forgive me. You can't imagine how much I suffered. Forget how much you and other family members have been kind to me. Forget that we were going to be married. She also wrote, imagine for me that I had died when I was child. She suggested to him love another girl who can love him and Mr. Peggotty and also comfort both of you. At last, she wrote, forget me, I'll always pray for all of you. My last love for uncle. Let's move on. For a long time after I had stopped reading, Mr. Peggotty stood still, looking at me. He did not move even when I spoke to him. Ham spoke to him. Slowly, at last, he looked round the room. Then he said in a low voice, who is the man? Ham looked at me, and suddenly I felt a shock. It made me feel weak. You suspect someone? Who is he? I sat down and could not speak or see properly. Ham said, for a little while, there has been a gentleman round the house at unusual times. Ham hesitated and then continued. He was seen with our poor girl last night. We thought he had gone, but he was hiding. Students, suspect means have an idea or impression of the existence, presence, or truth of something without any proof. This paragraph states that when David stopped reading, Mr. Peggotty was stood there. He was looking at David. He was still standing. Even Ham talked to him. Then David talked to him. Slowly he looked around, then asked in a meek voice about the man to whom Emily had gone. Then Ham looked at David. This time David shocked and asked, do you have an idea who was he? After some while he replied, there has been a gentleman around the house. He was seen with Emily. Last night we thought he had gone, but he was present and hid himself. Let's move on. If someone had said the house was going to fall on me, I could not have moved. Then the stranger was seen in town this morning before dawn. He was making traveling arrangements. Emily was with him. He is the man. Oh, don't tell me his name, Mr. Davy, cried Ham in a strange voice. It is not your fault, but his name is Steve Forth. He is a wicked man. Students, this paragraph states that David had some idea who the man was. He was shocked. He couldn't move. Then Ham continued, he was making traveling arrangements this morning and Emily was with him. David said to him, please don't tell me his name. Ham replied, it's not your fault, Mr. Davy. Then he told the name. His name is Steve Forth. He is a wicked man. Okay, students, let's move towards last paragraph of today's lecture. Mr. Peggotty did not cry and he did not move. Suddenly, he seemed to wake up again, as if he had made a decision. I am going to find my poor girl and bring her back, he said. He asked me whether I was going to London tomorrow. I told him I was ready to go at any time. I'll go with you tomorrow, then, Mr. Copperfield. He replied, if you don't mind. Students, this paragraph states that Mr. Peggotty didn't cry and he didn't move. Suddenly he woke up as he had made a decision. He said, I am going to find my little girl, my Emily, and bring her back. Then he asked to David whether he will go to London tomorrow. David replied, I am ready to go at any time. Then Mr. Peggotty said, if you don't mind, I'll go with you tomorrow. Okay students, now I'll explain today's lecture in Urdu. ہیم نے ڈیوڈ کو بتایا کہ مائی لو مائی ہوپ جس کے لیے میں مر بھی سکتا تھا وہ چلی گئی، یعنی ایملی ان سب کو چھوڑ کر چلی گئی۔ ڈیوڈ کو ابھی بھی ہیم کے وہ لکس یاد تھے۔ اس نے آسمان کی طرف دیکھا اور اس نے سوچا کہ وہ کبھی بھی ہیم کے فیس ایکسپریشنز نہیں بھول سکتا۔ ہیم نے ڈیوڈ سے کہا کہ آپ ایک ایجوکیٹڈ آدمی ہیں، میں یہ سب مسٹر پیگٹی کو کیسے بتاؤں، آپ مجھے گائیڈ کریں۔ اسی وقت ڈیوڈ نے دیکھا کہ ڈور موو ہوا ہے۔ مسٹر پیگٹی ڈیوڈ اور ہیم کی تمام باتیں سن چکے تھے۔ ہیم نے ڈیوڈ کو ایک پیپر کا پیس دیا تھا جو کہ ڈیوڈ کے ہاتھ میں تھا۔ مسٹر پیگٹی نے ڈیوڈ سے کہا کہ اسے پڑھو۔ ڈیوڈ نے بہت مشکل سے یہ لیٹر پڑھا جو کہ ایملی نے ہیم کو لکھا تھا۔ اس نے لکھا "You love me more than I deserved". اس نے مزید لکھا "جب تم یہ لیٹر پڑھو گے تو میں دور جا چکی ہوں گی". مسٹر پیگٹی نے لیٹر میں لکھے آخری الفاظ ریپیٹ کیے "I shall be far away". اوہ ایملی چلی گئی۔ ایملی نے مزید اپنے لیٹر میں لکھا کہ میں نے صبح گھر چھوڑ دیا ہے تو اب میں اس وقت واپس آؤں گی جب وہ مجھ سے شادی کر لے گا۔ اس نے ہیم سے کہا کہ میں نے تمہارے ساتھ بہت برا کیا، مجھے معلوم ہے کہ تم مجھے کبھی معاف نہیں کر سکتے، لیکن تمہیں نہیں معلوم کہ میں نے کتنا سفر کیا ہے۔ تم مجھے بھول جاؤ اور دوسرے فیملی ممبرز میرے ساتھ کتنے جینٹل تھے اور تم میرے ساتھ کتنے جینٹل تھے، تم سب یہ بھول جاؤ کہ ہماری شادی ہونے والی تھی۔ اس کے بجائے یہ امیجن کرو کہ میں جب چھوٹی تھی جب ہی میری ڈیتھ ہو گئی تھی اور تم لوگوں نے مجھے دفنا دیا تھا۔ کسی اور لڑکی کو پسند کر کے اس سے شادی کر لو جو کہ انکل اور تمہارا خیال رکھ سکے۔ مجھے بھول جاؤ، میں تم سب کے لیے دعا کروں گی۔ جب ڈیوڈ نے وہ خط پورا پڑھ لیا تو مسٹر پیگٹی ایسے ہی کھڑے تھے اور ڈیوڈ کی طرف دیکھ رہے تھے۔ انہوں نے کوئی حرکت نہیں کی۔ ایون ہیم اور ڈیوڈ دونوں نے ان سے بات کی لیکن انہوں نے کوئی جواب نہیں دیا۔ آہستہ آہستہ انہوں نے روم میں چاروں طرف دیکھا اور پوچھا کہ وہ آدمی کون تھا، یعنی جس کے ساتھ ایملی چلی گئی وہ آدمی کون تھا۔ ہیم نے ڈیوڈ کی طرف دیکھا تو ڈیوڈ کو حیرت ہوئی۔ اس نے آہستہ سے ہیم سے پوچھا کہ تمہیں کسی پر شک ہے؟ اس نے جواب دیا گھر کے اطراف میں ایک آدمی کو دیکھا گیا ہے انیوژول ٹائمز میں۔ ہیم کہتے ہوئے ہچکچا رہا تھا وہ ہماری لٹل ایملی کے ساتھ پچھلی رات دیکھا گیا تھا۔ ہمارا خیال تھا کہ وہ جا چکا ہے مگر وہ یہیں چھپا ہوا تھا۔ ڈیوڈ کو کچھ آئیڈیا ہو گیا تھا کہ وہ شخص کون تھا، اور وہ اتنا شوق تھا کہ اگر کوئی کہتا کہ یہ گھر گرنے والا ہے تو بھی ڈیوڈ موو نہیں کر سکتا تھا۔ ہیم نے کہا کہ اس اجنبی کو آج ارلی مارننگ دیکھا گیا ہے، وہ سفر کے ارینجمنٹ کر رہا تھا، ایملی اس کے ساتھ تھی۔ ڈیوڈ نے کہا پلیز مجھے اس کا نام نہ بتاؤ۔ ہیم نے جواب دیا مسٹر ڈیوی، اس میں آپ کی کوئی غلطی نہیں، اس کا نام اسٹیو فورتھ ہے اور وہ بہت برا آدمی ہے۔ مسٹر پیگٹی یہ سب سن کر نہ تو روئے اور نہ ہی انہوں نے کوئی حرکت کی۔ اچانک وہ کھڑے ہوئے کہ جیسے انہوں نے کوئی فیصلہ کر لیا ہو، اور کہا کہ میں اپنی ایملی کو ڈھونڈنے اور اسے واپس لانے جاؤں گا۔ پھر انہوں نے ڈیوڈ سے پوچھا کیا وہ لندن جا سکتا ہے؟ کل، ڈیوڈ نے جواب دیا، میں کسی بھی وقت جانے کو تیار ہوں۔ پھر مسٹر پیگٹی نے کہا کہ میں کل تمہارے ساتھ لندن جاؤں گا اگر تم برا نہ مانو تو۔ Okay students, now move towards question answers. Students, we have done 2 question answers of this chapter in the previous 2 sessions. Now you can see question number 3 on your screen. What had Emily written in her letter to Ham? Yes students, answer is Emily had written Ham to forget her and she would not return home back unless Steve Forth would marry her. Let's move towards question number 4. Question number 4 is what had Mr. Peggotty decided? Answer is Mr. Peggotty had decided to find and bring Emily back home. Students, read this chapter thoroughly. We have done 2 question answers, words meaning and reference to context of this chapter in the previous 2 sessions. I hope all of you have done this work. Now, first make index, then do question number 3 and 4 in your English literature copy. Students, learn dictation list number 9 and 10 from your midterm dictation list. Inshallah, we will complete this chapter in the next session. Thank you. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Allah Hafiz.